This is Sylvia Saber with OpTv Global headlines. Starting with the top international stories for the day. The top Republican on the House Foreign Affairs Committee believes the U.S. is engaged in a new Cold War with Russia. A Republican of Texas said, "I think Russia President Vladimir Putin again smell weakness here." A major winter storm has slammed much of the eastern United States with snow, ice, and high winds, from Alabama to Maine, with the governors of Georgia, Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina all declaring emergencies due to the storm. More than 200,000 homes and businesses in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia reported power outages. Pakistan Foreign Office has shared warning about killings of Muslims in India. Pakistan backed the Genocide Watch's warning, stating that the caution was based on data assessed on a scientific model of 10 stages of genocide. Saudi Arabia has restricted the repetition of Umrah for foreign pilgrims. Saudi administration allows foreign pilgrims to perform it 3 times during the 30-day stay amid concerns over rising COVID-19 cases. Taliban forces have fired pepper spray at a group of women protesters in Afghanistan's capital. Around 20 women gathered in front of Kabul University demanded rights to work and education. Taliban hopes to open all schools for girls across Afghanistan after late March. According to the Taliban Deputy Minister of Culture and Information, girls and boys will be segregated in the schools, saying biggest challenge had been to arrange enough hostels where girls could stay during their studies. 2 teenagers have been arrested in England over a hostage-taking incident at a synagogue siege in Texas. British citizen Malik Faisal Akram from Blackburn was shot dead after a standoff with police in Colleyville. Up next, we have the national updates. Pakistan Navy ship Alamgir visited Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, as part of overseas deployment in African region. BNS also established a free medical camp as goodwill gesture from the people of Pakistan. President Dr. Arif Alvi has apologized to an elderly taxpayer over Federal Board of Revenue's ill-treatment of him. The president directed the department's chief to take action against those responsible for this. 82 years old man claimed a refund of Rs 2,333 on his income tax for the fiscal year 2020. Prime Minister Imran Khan has launched Pakistan's first ever digital city in Haripur. The project aims to serve as a state-of-the-art facility to enable innovation among IT-related academia, research, industry and planners from within the country and abroad. Pakistan has condemned increasing harassment and illegal arrests of Kashmiri journalists and civil society activists in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The Foreign Office said that India's state-sponsored terrorism could never weaken the resolve of the Kashmiris for their right to self-determination. Federal Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain has claimed that 4 Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz leaders expressed their desire to remove Nawaz Sharif from leadership. In a secret gathering, Fawad Chaudhry added that the 3 major opposition parties do not trust each other. Once again, opposition slammed government over petrol price hike. Leader of the opposition in National Assembly Shehbaz Sharif said that PTI has plunged nation in the mire of inflation, while PPP chairman Bilawal Bhutto Zardari called for overthrowing Prime Minister to rid nation of inflation. Special Assistant to Prime Minister on Political Communication Shehbaz Gill claimed that Leader of the Opposition in the National Assembly Shehbaz Sharif has asked for a deal for 4 people of his family. Gill said the request is for Shehbaz and the children to be allowed to go to London. A woman gave birth to 6 babies at the Lady Reading Hospital in Peshawar. Hospital spokesman said the condition of all the babies and their mother is stable. The Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government has included free-of-cost liver and kidney transplantation services in the Sehat Insaf Card scheme. The provincial government would bear the expense of Rs 5 million for liver transplant and Rs 1.4 million for kidney transplant per patient. The Provincial Disaster Management Authority has issued an alert on fresh spell of rains in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa from Tuesday to Thursday. Official asked district administrations to adopt measures to prevent fatal incidents. A week-old baby has died from COVID-19 in Qatar. The Health Ministry confirmed that the baby had no other known medical or hereditary conditions. It is the second incident of COVID-related child death in the country since the pandemic began.
Equal justice under law. we haven't yet lived up to that promise marginalized communities across our nation. I'm Faisal Gill. I saw how the color of your skin, so I went to law school because I wanted to fight to make the law work for all, because I wanted to give back, because Black lives matter, because we need to incarcerate less and educate more. Deserves justice.
Up next, we have the updates on science and technology. New Zealand has sent a plane to Tonga to assess the damage after a huge volcanic eruption triggered a tsunami. Pacific nations and aid agencies begin relief efforts in Tonga as around 80,000 people there could be severely affected. Up next, we have the sports updates. The Australian Open has finally begun at Melbourne Park. The men's world number one Novak Djokovic is deported after losing a visa battle that centered on the fact that he is vaccinated. However, the tournament remains wide open with Rafael Nadal, Alexander Zverev, Daniel Medvedev and Stefanos Tsitsipas. Sri Lanka registered a comfortable 5-wicket win over Zimbabwe in the first one-day international. Dinesh Chandimal and Charith Aslanka smashed half-centuries to guide Sri Lankan victory. Pakistan cricket team captain Babar Azam said he takes advice from Sarfaraz Ahmed in difficult situations. He also noted that he takes advice from his vice captains Shadab Khan and Mohammad Rizwan and veteran all-rounder Shoaib Malik. Up next, we have the entertainment updates. Pakistan's veteran actor Rashid Naz passed away in Islamabad. He was 73 years old. Rashid Naz acted in some spectacular projects including Tasht, Namus, Jama Zang and The Kate to name a few. A reimagining of a horror franchise, Scream sequel, dominated the box office this weekend. The horror film took over Spider-Man No Way Home crown at the box office for the first time since December. Eminem references the former US President Barack Obama family in his first song of 2022 on Corday's Parables remix. On his Spitfire verse, the Detroit rapper takes shots at Tekashi. Up next, we have the business updates. 2 United States senators have proposed a law aiming to end China's alleged chokehold on rare earth metal supplies. The bill aims to protect America from the threat of rare earth element supply disruptions, encourage domestic production, and reduce the reliance on China. Government of Pakistan has imposed taxes and duties of Rs 31 on petrol. The price of petrol has been fixed at Rs 147.83 rupee per litre.
Equal justice under law. We haven't yet lived up to that promise marginalized communities across our nation. I'm Faisal Gill. I saw how the color of your skin, so I went to law school because I wanted to fight to make the law work for all, because I wanted to give back, because Black lives matter, because we need to incarcerate less and educate more. Deserves justice.